Oh, oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. All the Bridgets out there who watch the movie. Yeah, because I'm one of them, you know. I've been one of them since the 90s, you know. Oh, I hope that I hope you have fun. Reconnecting with her in the same way that I did. And I hope you see yourself in her as always, because I sure did.
Con Gatica y Javier Ibarreche.
Hi guys, how are you?
Good,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I think this interview is going to be very difficult without giving away any spoilers, but I'll try my best. Renee, I would like to start with you. In the previous movies, we see a completely different Bridget. She was always trying to be perfect, trying to be accepted by men. Now that she embraced the chaos she is, what's her point of view in this movie?
Oh, that's very interesting. Well, I think grief changes you, doesn't it? You're a different person after you lose someone, but so does motherhood. You don't have the luxury of worrying about what you look like when there's kids involved, nor do you have the time. So certain things have to fall off the list right away, you know? You start to, I think, see life through the experiences of your children and to make sure that you protect them, you know?
You think this has something to do with the fact that she get out of survival mode?
Yes, pretty much. I think that's well put. It really is. When you're the primary caretaker for anyone, there's very little time to worry about the things that you're concerned about when you're 20, you know? There's not a whole lot of time to worry about your hair.
The story has evolved through time. So what approach did you take to portray Bridget, you know, as a single mother, as a widow in the present time?
That's exactly a really interesting question, because it has evolved. The story has evolved, which puts, you know, naturally a different light on who she is. And I think it affected and it informed me in every kind of aspect of making the film, really. Like, I wanted this to feel really intimate, like we're really spending time with her. So we did a lot more, I mean, hand-holding. The camera was handheld for a lot of the time, so you really felt like you're really in the space with her. And I wanted that sense. What I love about Bridget so much, one of the things, is how she just, as Emma Thompson says, embraces the chaos of her life. And so I wanted the camera to do that too, and to put her in a house that was kind of wonderful and colorful and chaotic, and, you know, have things all over the place. There's barely a neat surface anywhere in her world until, you know, Chloe, the very organized nanny, shows up and changes the look of things. But yeah, so it was trying to imbue that sense of life and lived life and chaos into everything that we did.
Leo, Rockstar is charming, really. He really is. Congratulations on your character. So, do you believe we have multiple loves or soulmates in our lives?
Oof. I have no idea. I don't know if I've been around long enough to know. I think there's definitely the possibility that you can have multiple soulmates. It may just be different dynamics. You know, some people find a soulmate in a friend, in a partner, obviously. I imagine that there's a sort of soulmate aspect to in what parents share with their children, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. But I don't know is the answer.
Well, that's really wise for a young guy, right?
Thanks.
Yeah, wise for anybody. Very wise.
I didn't notice that really a specific detail now that you've mentioned it, and it's really true. And, you know, also knowing the legacy of the first three movies, what was your biggest challenge in making this one?
I think it was to honor the first three, to honor the tone and the world that they've built so well, but to adjust it enough so that this story could be told. Because, you know, this is a different story. It's a different journey that the audience is going to go on in this film, slightly different to the one that perhaps they've gone in the previous one. So I wanted to make sure that there was room for both, that people who have grown up or love Bridget will feel like they've really had a Bridget Jones, experience here, but also that we really honor the story that we're telling.
Yeah, and to catch a new audience, I mean, I'm 25, and I really love Bridget Jones, so I think that's a great thing.
That's
and
great.
Chiwetel, what do you think are the red flags in a person that we need to identify when you've just started dating, to get out of there in time?
Oh, right. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm the guy to ask. What are the red flags? I guess people who are just sort of inattentive, that they don't seem to have any genuine interest in a person, and that I think you can read that quite quickly. If somebody's just doesn't ask questions, doesn't hold any real interest in people, I think that never gets better, I think, in a relationship. It's like one of those things that if you sense that in somebody, you're probably best walking away.
Also, I would like to know, do you think there's like a secret ingredient to make a great rom-com?
Yes. I mean, I don't know that I know the secret ingredient to making a rom-com, but I can say that having Renee Zellweger is a great start. Like, if everyone could do that, then, there'd be a lot of great rom-coms. I think, like, it depends what kind of film you want to make, because rom-coms can be lots and lots of things. They can take you away to a place you've never been and be exotic and wonderful, or they can sort of be set here in your life, in your city, in your town, surrounded by people who feel like you. Those are I'm drawn to the latter, I'm drawn to those. And then to me, it's like, just be as observational as possible, I suppose. I don't really know the secret. I think if you're all trying to make the same film, and everybody's, it understands that, then that's a really good place to start.
Guys, thank you very much for your time and congratulations on this movie. I had a really, really great time.
Thanks.
So glad. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Con Gatica y Javier Ibarreche.